Alright guys, we're back with another video, and today we're gonna show you how to run the best builds and perks with your best counselors. Let's get started. Alright, first we have Vanessa. I wanna say run medic, the one that increases your spray healing and starts with the red spray, and use thick skin because these roles are really good for you for healing and try to fight off with Jason in case he slashes you. So run these with Vanessa. And that's all we got for Vanessa right now. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, for Deborah, I run the get it breaks from grab easier, the her composure only a 5 out of 10, and I do increases stun damage for melee attacks, and I do start with a large map, and she already has good repair, so all this together, you will be able to hit the cars, and you'll be able to escape Jason in case he grabs you, and yeah, and you'll be able to fight him off. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, this is really important for Tiffany. I suggest you do the first one, a repair build, so you can repair all like the stuff faster because Tiffany only has 1 out of 10. And then you can put the composure, because she has bad composure, and then you can call the cops easier. When you do call the cops, they'll come at like 3 minutes. So it's actually easier for you to actually do things with these perks. So let's move on to the next one. For Kenny, I suggest you run the same stuff as Vanessa, but run this one right here. So you do more lower damage with axes. So if you do this build, it'll actually be pretty good. And then you have the other Vanessa stuff that I showed you. So that's what it is for Kenny on this one. Right, so next we got Jenny, and I suggest you run a get out of Jason's grab and a like swimming. You can use faster in water because her stamina and speed isn't that good, and you have to be faster. And the monkey, the grease monkey, you can actually start the car faster, and you can actually get out quicker. She has good luck and she has good composure. If you use a composure build, you'll break out like instantly. So I suggest run this build with Jenny. Next up, we have Chad. And the only reason why I'm running all strength builds, all fighting builds, is because he has 10 out of 10 luck. 10 out of 10 luck means his weapons won't break as easy, so you can actually fight Jason more, and you can do more damage with Jason with all these strength builds. So if you want to kill Jason, I suggest you use Chad with these three right here. So you spawn with a baseball bat, and then attack speed with all weapons, and the ability with all weapons, so your weapons won't break even more. So yeah, this is actually a good build with Chad, so I suggest you guys run this one. Alright, next we have AJ with 10 out of 10 stealth. So I suggest you run all stealth builds so you can't be visible on Jason's scanner thing. So I like using these 3 perks right here. As you can see, she has 10 out of 10 perk stealth, so you can actually sneak around more with AJ. So this is a good these are good perks to run with AJ, so I suggest you guys run this with AJ. So you can have like a little stealth build. Jason can't get you. You can start the car up. Yeah, water, all that. Let's move on to the next. We have Bugsy. Bugsy's gonna have the same stuff with Chad because look at his luck. There's a perk in here. I forgot. I think it was this one. This one right here. It does the weapon has more durability because your luck is bad, and then you have strength, so you can actually knock Jason's mask off just like Chad. So Chad and Bugsy are good strength builds for you guys to actually run and maybe try to kill Jason with, and maybe become Tommy. But I'm not gonna get to all of that, so let's move on to the next one. Next we have LaChapa when I'm using all stamina builds because his stamina and speed is really bad. So I'm gonna use all stamina and speed builds for he can actually run faster and longer. So that's what I'm gonna do for LaChapa. He already has 10 out of 10 repair, 5 out of 10 luck, and 8 out of 10 stealth. So I will run this with LaChapa. It's a really good build for him. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. Adam, which is another strength build. So you run the same thing that you did with Bugsy and Chad. See, he has 2 out of 10 luck, like Bugsy, and he has a lot of strength. So if you guys want to again kill Jason, you guys can use Adam, Bugsy, or Chad. Those are the three that you should mostly use to try to take off his mask. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, with Mitch, I like to use the car and boat um perk because you can actually escape way faster with him, and you use the swimming perk if you want to get to the boat because he has not bad stamina. It's 4 out of 10. It's not that bad, but it's kind of weak, kind of mid. But this the stuff I like to use with Mitch here because you can actually escape way faster because you see he has 8 out of 10 repair. He can repair good and he can do all that stuff. So let's move on to the next one. All right, for Fox, I like to use a repair build. So I like to use these two parts right here. There's a Grease Monkey, Thinker, and this one. These are really good. I like her repair, and she's really good for repairing. So you have about a 10 out of 10 repairing if you use these ones. So we'll go from a 10. I feel like Fox is actually a decent character because she has 5 out of 10 stamina. She has good strength, good composure, good kind of good speed. So you can actually equip another speed perk if you want. Be a little bit faster with Fox, but I say she's good enough for this one. Let's move on to the next one. All right, next we have Sheldon, and I like to use like fast stuff. Like my dad is a cop, sneaky, so you move through, like go through windows faster just because Jason's behind you. I feel like Shelly's kind of slow because he has a 4 out of 10 stamina and speed. His repair's not bad. His luck is a 1 out of 10, but I want to say he's decent with these perks. But I feel like with no perks, he's not going to be that decent. So let's move on to the next one, guys. Victoria, I like to run a speed and break out faster build because I feel like she is kind of whack. She's like Chad, but worse. So she's not bad, but she can be better with these perks. So I suggest you use these perks, and that will be all the counselors right there. I'll see you guys at the outro. All right, that was the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for another video. Have a good day. Peace.